What's up everyone, this is Tony with Journey Crypto. Welcome back to another video. So a lot of people are saying crypto super cycle on Twitter today, that we're just starting this crypto super cycle. There's been a flood of huge news, but regardless, crypto is only up a few percent across the board. A lot of this huge news though, I believe will have a massive positive effect on the market in the long term, especially throughout 2026. So I strongly believe the bull market is going to be picking up here. We're going to be seeing new all-time highs, possibly in quarter one. I do believe Bitcoin is going to be retesting 100,000 very soon. We do have the Fed rate cuts tomorrow and then some other bullish things. We're going to jump into this. So CZ, Binance says there could be a crypto super cycle in 2026. He said this in an interview today. And then we do have the Fed rate cuts tomorrow on Polymarkets. It's currently at a 96.8% for 25 BPS decrease. Some people are saying it's going to be 50 BPS decrease, but the percentage on that is extremely low. So if that happens, that's going to be really bullish. And that would actually be something people aren't expecting. So likely have a very positive effect on the market, whereas 25, people are expecting this and it's already priced in. So huge update today. US banks have been given the green light to handle Bitcoin and crypto transactions as intermediaries. That means buying and selling crypto, offering crypto services to their clients, which is massive. This opens to the gates to mass adoption, and this is necessary for mass adoption. Not only that, but all of these banks are going to be competing to be the primary bank for these crypto services. That means they're going to be doing a lot of advertising on top of this. So throughout 2026, this is really going to be a massive boost to the market. Also, we have this crypto structure bill likely to pass in the next 2 weeks. Senator Loomis just stated this in this interview today, that it will likely pass in the next 2 weeks, stating we are at prime time. Pretty huge. We've had huge things rolling out over the past week. Like Charles Schwab will be offering Bitcoin and Ethereum trading to clients in early 2026. 11 trillion asset manager Vanguard to allow clients to buy Bitcoin and crypto ETFs. That's already live. So a lot of stuff like this, huge things rolling out. I actually believe that Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway is going to be jumping on board in quarter one. Warren Buffett is retiring on the 1st of the year, so he only has a few weeks left. He still has a negative stance on Bitcoin, but I believe he is retiring because he is feeling pressure from their investors and their board to be adding Bitcoin and crypto to their balance sheet. So we'll see what happens with that. I believe Warren Buffett is stepping down because he doesn't want that to be one of the last things he does and ruin his legacy. So to him, stepping out instead of him staying in and doing this and then potentially ruining his legacy is the play. So we'll see how that plays out. I really believe that's very likely. They're sitting on over $300 billion of cash, the largest amount in history. So they have a ton of money to play with. Even putting $10 billion into Bitcoin and Ethereum, that would put a massive surge into the market, because that would be a green light for retail investors as well, especially a lot of these older investors that would be investing through things like Vanguard and BlackRock ETFs. They now have these onboarding ramps to buy Bitcoin and stuff safely and not have to worry about self-custody. So that's huge as well. I do believe quarter one, there is massive potential here. So something else very important we're starting to see here is a Bitcoin supply squeeze. And we've seen the supply of Bitcoin on exchanges gradually dropping over the last year. And especially recently, we're seeing whales and institutions stacking more and more Bitcoin, taking it out of circulation. So that means less Bitcoin available in circulating supply, supply and demand economics. The less supply there is available, with demand in an uptrend, the price will be going up with that as demand rises. And we're going to continuously see that. So if we see a surge of retail interest, there's just not going to be enough Bitcoin available, which will cause a massive surge in the price of Bitcoin. That's a scenario where we're likely to see $150,000 to $200,000 Bitcoin is a massive surge of retail interest. So that's really what we're looking for in quarter one. And I do believe as all of these new services and everything start rolling out, it's going to be pretty inevitable that retail interest is going to be in an uptrend again, and at some point have a massive surge. And like I said, that Berkshire Hathaway doing a large purchase, that could be the catalyst that really spikes retail interest. So this is a good thing to see because that means supply squeeze is starting with peak fear like this. That means a lot of whales and institutions that believe in this long term are taking Bitcoin out of supply, continuously buying it and taking it out of circulation. So when demand starts rising and it goes from fear to greed, there is going to be a huge spike in price for Bitcoin. So real quick, this is the Bitcoin price chart. We were talking about this previously with the Bitcoin death cross and golden crosses. We just had that Bitcoin death cross and the price dropped following that. That was the perfect time for massive manipulation in the market, especially with peak fear, especially with all this huge stuff on the horizon. These people know more than retail does with what's on the horizon, what's being worked on, what's being pushed through politics and all of this. So while this could be a dead cat bounce here and go into a bear market with so much huge stuff on the horizon, it's very unlikely. I'd say it's a much higher % chance that we'd be recovering here and seeing another golden cross and seeing new all-time highs even in Q1 of 2026. This could happen very quickly, especially with a massive catalyst like I said, like a big company like Berkshire Hathaway making a large purchase. That's the thing. We see companies like MicroStrategy, they continuously keep buying here. They actually just bought another 10,600 Bitcoin, almost $1 billion of Bitcoin more they added, which is insane because they keep doing this. While that is a lot of Bitcoin, they keep doing this. So this is nothing new to the market. It's not going to have a massive effect on retail. Whereas if Berkshire Hathaway even did $1 billion, it would have a huge impact on retail interest, and it really would have a massive impact on the price of Bitcoin and the crypto space as a whole. So that's what we really want to see, is new companies making large acquisitions like this. While these companies that have already been doing it is good, it takes more and more Bitcoin out of circulation. What we really want to see is new companies starting to do this as well. So I really do believe this chart here, we are going to be seeing this on a general incline. We may see a couple more corrections here, but I do believe that golden cross will be coming here probably sometime in Q1, hopefully in January. And then previously, if we look at the history of every golden cross, it has pretty much always been followed by a massive surge in the price. So that would be a massive green light indicator for institutions to start accumulating even more Bitcoin and crypto. So things could really kick off very quickly. That super cycle is a very high possibility for 2026. So what actually sucks about this crypto cycle is retail is getting wrecked right now. It's retail that is selling crypto, while institutions in these other countries are actually continuing to dollar cost average and acquire more, taking it out of circulation. Once they start, they already have a plan to continuously do this long term. Institutions in countries like this, they don't make large acquisitions to just flip it within a few months or even a year. They're looking at long-term outlook. They're looking to continuously increase their position. So BlackRock CEO Larry Fink, he stated this basically. He knows they bought more in the 80s and they're establishing a longer position, and you own it over years. This is not a trade. You own it for a purpose, but the market is skewed. It is heavily leveraged, and that's why you're going to have more volatility. Fink said, referring to 2 major Bitcoin price swings since October. So that is important as well. Just like MicroStrategy continuously buying more no matter what. There's other companies doing this. There's countries now doing this. Massive whales are doing this. We've seen multiple whales that have been holding Bitcoin since the beginning actually double down at this point. So we're also starting to see a lot more institutions and CEOs get comfortable with openly talking about Bitcoin and crypto, and having a lot more confidence in it for the long term as well. JP Morgan just stated they believe Bitcoin could hit $170,000 next year, near 100% increase. CEO of Fidelity, she just stated she's a long-term very comfortable, that she personally owns Bitcoin as well. Fidelity is big on crypto. Tom Lee, obviously, he's been all over the timeline with his crazy Ethereum price predictions. They continuously accumulate more Ethereum as well. He stated it could hit $62,000 with Ethereum currently around $3,000. That would be a 20x from around the current price. pretty huge overall. This is a scenario though where pretty much everything in the world starts getting tokenized and put on the Ethereum blockchain. So personally, I believe that fundamentals are just looking too good at this point to be going into an extended bear market. While more corrections are very possible in the short term, I do believe fear is going to start clearing up. General uptrend is going to start, and at some point we're going to see that massive catalyst that's going to cause a massive surge in demand across the board. That's where we're going to see Bitcoin surging above 150,000. That's where we're going to start seeing altcoin season really picking up. And that's really when we're going to see things never return to these levels. A lot of people are going to regret not buying during these corrections. And that's the problem, is retail investors always act like this. They wait until there's FOMO, and then everyone piles in at peak prices instead of dollar cost averaging throughout the bear market, throughout every correction during the bull market. That's what you should really be doing, is having that good long-term strategy, and then just stick to that very long term. Pretty much every person I've talked to that gets into crypto, they do so with a large amount of money all at once, generally when there's FOMO, and then they pretty much exit as things immediately start looking bad. And that's just a horrible strategy overall, and that's why we see those massive spikes and massive dumps in the market. So that's it for this video. If you guys want breaking news as it happens, definitely follow Block News on X. You can follow me as well. There's links in the video description. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching.